Hi, I'm Ray. Well, September's here. School holidays have finished, kids gone back to school, and we can get back out to the allotment. So I'm going to have a look in the Polytunnel. So come and have a look, see what's going on here. Well, it does look a bit untidy, but we have got some red tomatoes. And look at all these. It's looking rather red. And of course the kids been on holidays. They haven't wanted to come to the allotment, which is a shame, but there we go. And I can see a lot of these cherry ones have split from the watering because it's been rather lack of watering. They've just had to look after themselves for the last 2 weeks. But it's nice we got some colour. And we look in the back ones, and these are pretty good. And these are the shop tomatoes. They've been on there too long, they should have been picked. And they're turning a bit on the top. So we've got more to come. And we've got a yellow variety, or just the late ripening ones. These two should be the same. Why one's different from the other, I really do not know. But anyway, where we've not taken the runners off, they've decided to come all over the path. And we had this random tomato grow here, and I've let it grow. And now looking at the patterns, it looks like it's one of the old Tigerella ones. So that's quite interesting. So I'm just going to let that carry on doing his own thing. Some of the tomatoes here have got a bit rotten, where they should have been picked. And this is most interesting. This is the chocolate pear. They're not that chocolatey, but they do look like pears. I'm just going to taste one, see what it looks like. They look really good. Let's have a try. So that's the chocolate pear. They look really interesting. Look really good. They're really sweet. Really quite nice. I like them. They're nice. Let me show you the rest of them. So if we take a look at the next tomatoes, and these were pyramid, and they're like a pepper shaped tomato, and they're quite interesting. And there's some green ones. They're quite nice, and they're really nice looking. I might just try this one, see what it's like. So this is the pyramid. Really juicy. Not a lot of flavour to it. Alright, nothing that special. Bit of a tangy taste. Okay, not bad at all. Really impressed by them. So at the back here we've got some more chocolate pears, and they're looking slightly chocolatey, but not really quiet. And on the last tomato plant, these are Alicante, which is a nice standard tomato. But we can see this one here, it's not doing too well. Not quite sure what's happened with that one. But yeah, we've got some tomatoes to pick. This tomato plant has just sent out so many runners, and I never took the runners off. Still sending out loads of flowers, but there's hardly any tomatoes. Out of all the tomatoes that are in here, this one hasn't produced anything, which is really weird. So I've come back to check out the melon, and look at this. One homegrown melon still attached. That's looking really, really good. Amazing. That's amazing. And I'm gonna take that home before it gets eaten like last year's. Really good. The cucumbers, they haven't been enjoying the weather. I think it's been far too hot and a bit of lack of water. We had a couple that have been neglected, and these are the mini munch, and they've been a bit neglected. I should have took them off and they might have recovered, but sadly no. So the chilies, they've been doing quite well, but it's got so heavy it's decided to topple over. And we've got some yellow ones and some peppers on the back one here, and some green ones. So they're doing okay. Hasn't been watered for quite a while. And the onions that we got from the supermarket are ready for harvesting. So my giant cabbages are not so giant, although it looks like the caterpillars have moved on. They are covered in aphids, and this one is still being munched. Although it's in the polytunnel, they're still not safe. My pumpkins, I don't think we're going to see for Halloween. They're very slow. They were late planted. We do have one pumpkin. We did have two plants. The second plant has decided to grow into the sweetcorn. At least we're doing a Three Sisters kind of setup. And we've got some sweetcorn. We can see the pumpkins growing over the top. We can harvest some of the sweetcorn. This is the multicoloured one. So we can see the allotment is looking rather tired, and this hot weather has just not been great at all. The lettuces has bolted, as well as the onions. We've got some beetroot, we've got some parsnips. The leeks starting to do weird things, and we've got some carrots, and then I've got three more pumpkins that really late planting, just to fill in the end. But it's been a bit of a hot summer. And a bit tight for time. So one thing I want to show is my squash, and they're a bit overcrowded in my polytunnel arch. It's a bit messy. Do you really want to see it? Come on then. So it's not all posh and nice. And this is the runner beans, and they were going over the arch and they were doing okay. Sunflowers are all done, but if we look we can see one of the squashes at the back here. So here we go, look at this. This is the most ugliest thing I've ever grown, and look at the state of it. That is pretty ugly, I must say. And there's actually another one just down here. So I can save some of these runner beans and we'll harvest the beans and we can plant them for next year. I like the polytunnel idea, it's just been too hot. The random tomatoes outdoors have been doing okay, and they're in the cages. And we've got some tomatoes there, they have been overtaken by the weeds. So that's a quick update on the polytunnel. I need to come down a few days now the kids are back at school, and get down there and tidy up. There's a few things to harvest, a few things to tidy up. I need to get back on the job now, get ready for the winter and then ready for next year. So let me know in the comments, how's your allotment been during August, during that really hot weather? We've really struggled here with water. The watering has been very lax. I don't get water at this end of the allotment very easy, so it's been a bit of a chore to come down and give it water. So I've not been doing that as much as what I really should do. But I needed to get on top of the game, give those tomatoes a good old water. So let me know in the comments, how's your allotment been? How's your tomato been? And let me know, that'd be great. If you're new to my channel, then please subscribe. Ring that bell, get notifications when I post some more. I'm going to do some harvesting and make a move before it gets too late. So, thank you very much. Cheers.